What is up, everyone? Welcome to Dead with My Friends podcast. As always, I am your co-host, Steve.
And I'm your co-host, Nick.
And this is episode 43, where we will be covering the Scarecrow horror film, Scarecrows. Nick, my brother, it is that special time of the year, the time where all us horror fans await, where we go extra hard. It's October. It's the Halloween season. It's fall.
Yes. I've been looking forward to it. It doesn't necessarily feel like fall. It's been very hot.
Yeah. We've had a couple of 80+ degree days, and I just can't wait for those days to be over. Today, it's going to be like 70, which is fair.
I haven't even been outside yet.
While we're recording this, it's about to be like the first day of fall. We're like just like 2 days out, and we're just so ready. I mean, the leaves are starting to change around here little by little. The leaf peepers are going to be coming up soon to look at all the leaves. Yeah, that's what they're called.
Who?
So they come up from the city.
Oh,
because I live 2 hours north of the city.
Yeah,
and
never heard that.
Yeah, they come up and they look at the Shawangunk Mountains and the Catskills, and they just swarm all over and eat at our local eating establishments and restaurants. And there's a lot of hiking trails up by me, so people like to just do their fall foliage, sightseeing and shit.
The Hudson Valley is gorgeous in the fall.
It really is, especially this time of the year, especially when you're in the peak of fall.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the first frost, man. Just like that.
It's coming.
Yeah.
I heard from the Farmer's Almanac, we're in for a cold and snowy winter for the Northeast, and it might start hitting early.
Yeah. I heard some guy online talking about like how this season has been very similar to like the 2013 season.
Yes, I heard that too.
Right?
Yeah.
And based off of that, it seems like we're going to have a really fucking bad winter.
Yeah. It's all got to do with the El Niños and the La Niñas and how they stream and shit.
There hasn't been any hurricanes that, made landfall or whatever, or he was just saying a bunch of shit.
Well, we've had
it was
quite
cool,
some
though.
mild winters,
Right.
Except for the ice and the cold, but as far as snow, it's been very mild. But I remember last Halloween, it was 80 degrees on Halloween, which was an all-record high.
Yeah, and then there was one year where it snowed, actually. And I
think
it
snowed 2 days before, I remember, in 2011.
Yeah.
2 days before Halloween. Crazy. I don't want either. I just give me mid-60s.
I want a chilly night.
Yeah, I want a chilly night. Exactly.
Yeah.
Because our jack-o'-lanterns were rotted by Halloween night. We carved them the week before because you can't carve them too early.
And you can't get rid of them too early either.
No, you can't. It's just it's tradition to light your jack-o'-lantern. I start lighting it, like I said, from leading up to Halloween every night. And then I leave it going until, I go to bed on Halloween night. And just to see our jack-o'-lanterns deflated, it was so it was such a bummer. I was this is not Halloween weather.
No. So it hasn't really been, but we will make the best out of it. And I feel like a good Scarecrow movie is a good way to get you in.
Yes.
It's kind of a good midpoint. You don't want to jump totally into the Halloween watch list stuff yet.
Yeah.
We're a couple weeks before we're recording this in advance, But yeah, just to segue you in, a good Scarecrow film.
Exactly, because Scarecrows, you see them a lot more towards the fall and the Halloween season, and there's a lot of Scarecrow themed decorations for Halloween, and Scarecrow horror is a subgenre. I mean, the Bad Taste dudes, they just did Scarecrow from 2002. There's a lot of good Scarecrow flicks out there. Dark Night of the Scarecrow, made for TV. Kristen really enjoyed that, and I had a
Is the guy
coworker.
in that film Dr. Giggles?
Yes, and from
Okay.
Darkman. Yep,
Okay.
amazing
Well,
actor.
I haven't seen Dark Knight of the Scarecrow.
You should definitely watch it.
I'm going to. I started it the other night, but it was just too late.
Yeah.
So
It's a
whatever. But
made-for-TV horror film. It's very tame. It's not violent at all, but the story is so good, and like the ending of it is just it's really good. And I'm happy, like, the person that I recommended it to, who they thought they saw it, and they ended up not, and the whole ending like got them. They were like, "Oh shit!" Like that was so and
yeah,
so.
I think maybe. Oh no, why'd you have to? Now you ruined the ending for me. Now I'm gonna be thinking the whole time.
Forget what I said. I said nothing.
I forgot already. I don't even know.
But it's a great made-for-TV horror movie. There is like a Halloween party scene in it, and like it's a good like pre-game for the Halloween season as like early fall hits.
I'm gonna try to finish it. I don't know if I can today, but I'm gonna try to finish it. But the movie that we're covering, Scarecrows. This is a film I've never seen before this. The cover, I have the Shout Factory.
Yep, right here.
The cover is a cover that I've seen many, many, many times at the VHS
Same.
I was gonna say the VHS store, the video store.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Mm-hmm. Same. Yep.
And I never picked it up. I don't know why. I kind of wish that I did. I kind of wish that I got more into this Scarecrow subgenre. I've only ever seen like that Scarecrow flick that Bad Taste just recently did, which I bought a copy of, sealed copy. Can't
Nice.
wait.
Yeah.
I remember
you got
seeing
a sealed
that.
copy.
And then the scary movies to tell in the dark.
Yeah. Scary stories.
That's got
dark. Yep.
That's got the
With
Scarecrow
Harold
in it.
Yep. That's actually on my watch list this year because I haven't seen it since seeing it in theaters, and it was really dark in the theaters, so I felt like I couldn't enjoy it. So I'm like,
I liked it, man. I like that one. Thought it was pretty good.
I'm excited to revisit it, and I've got another movie called Gut Pile. We'll get more into like our Halloween season watch list, like some of the movies in there, but I do have a couple of Scarecrow horror in there. Yeah, but Scarecrows, man, this was a title that I've seen on the shelves at the video store. I've always wanted to check it out, and I didn't get to until I got it on Blu-ray. Like, I want to say quite a couple of years ago, around 2017, 2018, maybe. And like,
this is long out of print.
Yeah. I think this got released in 2014.
I paid a good amount for this.
Oh shit!
And this was sealed too. I think I bought it for like $70, dude. Just the movies that we cover, I like. I like to keep them and have them on physical media.
Absolutely.
And, there is a streaming version of this on Tubi, which is it's decent.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I had this problem when we did The Burning. I just feel like the translation and the compression, whatever, of the streaming just makes things look a little too dark, man. So that's my only problem with the Tubi version.
Yeah.
Prior to recording, I watched this 2 times.
Mm-hmm.
And
Same.
I'm not going to lie, man. At first, I didn't like it.
Yeah, you said it was really slow for you.
I said it was too slow for me. I thought it was a little boring. And, the fact of the matter is, I was just very distracted when I was watching it. I went back yesterday and I watched an uninterrupted version. The pacing felt a lot better.
Yeah.
I appreciated it a lot more. I liked it a lot more on the second viewing. So don't watch movies distracted.
I know you had a really busy day leading up to watching
busy
that.
weekend, yeah.
Busy weekend, I should say, actually. And so it's hard to enjoy movies in that context, especially like when your head's like elsewhere, you're not fully in tuned.
It happens to me so much, so often.
Yeah.
It takes so much for me sometimes to have to really tune everything out.
Yeah. I try to put my phone down when it's a movie that I just broke the seal on, or it's a first time watch, or something we're covering for the show. like I try to put my phone away unless I've seen the movie 100 times.
Right.
You know what I mean? I try to just keep the phone away.
Yeah, I typically like to do that too. And I'll say, like, typically on the weekends, I like to keep my phone away from me anyways. I'll check it here and there. I'll put it in my room and then I'll just go about my day just because I don't want to be distracted. I'm so distracted all freaking week, man. And I just need the weekends to reset and shit. And
Absolutely.
but
Absolutely.
but yeah, so I was able to do the second viewing and I definitely did like it a lot more. I think that this is actually a pretty good movie. I think it's a good way to get you into the Halloween season.
I'm stoked to hear that, man, cuz like I was prepared to have like the opposing views of like,
I mean,
like not that
I'm
we were going to really debate. It's just
right.
like I wanted you to like talk about like what you didn't like and
Look,
like
man, if
what
I
I
didn't like this movie and I was even just like thinking about this, right?
Mhm.
A lot of the time when we agree on a movie that we're going to talk, we've
Yeah.
more than likely seen it already.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this was one that you had seen, but I had not seen.
Mhm.
And I don't know, man. I'm way more critical than I think that you might be with things that I like and dislike.
Mhm.
So when I first watched it, I was like, "Fuck!" I'm like, "What are we gonna do? Like, we don't really have enough time to record. I don't want to switch the episode. Like, I didn't really like it, but then again, I don't want to sit here and talk about something I didn't like." And then you were just like, "Give it one more watch," and then so yeah, one more watch. It was good, but it's risky when only one of us has seen it. So
That is true. That is true. But I'm also prepared for those conversations where you may not like something as much as me, and I feel like that'll also make for fun conversation. So I'm never opposed to that. Just want to put that out there.
all
Never
right.
opposed to
We really haven't crossed
that.
that bridge yet. You
Yeah.
know, where we've had to disagree on, or not disagree, but had opposing views on certain
Yeah,
things.
yeah, for sure. For
That,
sure.
but yeah, man, this movie is really cool. I think that the story's really cool. It's very different.
Mhm.
You know, with the heist in the beginning. Like
Yeah.
you don't see
Yeah.
the heist,
You don't
but
see it, but we get introduced to the characters and like, it's just like this film was made by very young filmmakers and was self-funded by the director and the makeup effects artist, Norman
Cabrera, dude,
dude,
Norman
Norman
Cabrera,
Cabrera.
he, holy shit, dude. I want to just
He was
riff on him
18
for
when
a
doing
second.
this.
Yes. I know Norman Cabrera because of the Stan Winston school, the special
Mhm.
effects school,
One of the
because
best.
I used to watch a lot of those videos for my painting and the mask making and stuff, and Norman Cabrera was on there, and he's like a master sculptor. He's just like one of the best, dude. But bro, so 1988 was Scarecrows, and then after that, that was his first film, really. He did Fright Night Part 2, Gremlins 2, and these aren't in any order. But these are just movies that he's been part of. Brain Scan, From Dusk Till Dawn, Spawn, Wishmaster, Sleepwalkers, Phantoms, House on Haunted Hill from 99, Spy Kids, 13 Ghosts, House of a Thousand Corpses, Kill Bill, Hellboy. Dude,
He's
he's been involved in a lot of
yeah,
shit.
and started
Whether or
working
not
directly under Rick Baker.
yes. But well, Rick Baker was his idol.
Yeah.
So, as he was for like every single special effects artist ever. And he did Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark.
Oh
He was part of
shit.
that.
Nice.
But I'm trying to see. Yeah, so he did work under Rick Baker. But when you're working under Rick Baker, like you're learning from the fucking best, man. Him and Rob Bottin.
I was just gonna say
yeah.
Rob Bottin, two of the best, without a doubt.
Absolutely, and they're like neck and neck too. Because if you want to talk about like the werewolf, right?
Yeah,
Guy in a suit, the werewolf.
Mhm.
So you're either like Rick Baker, American Werewolf, or you're talking Rob Bottin, Howling.
I'm a little more on the Rob Bottin side.
I know
All
you are.
love to Baker, but
Right.
Rob Bottin is I'm definitely my favorite.
Yeah. No, I'm more Rick Baker in that sense. I like American Werewolf a lot, not a lot more. Like it's tough, dude. Like they're both two of the best werewolf movies. But besides the point, Norman Cabrera, absolutely amazing fucking special effects artist, has so much skin in the game.
Yeah.
And when I had seen him come up on the credits, I was just like, nice.
Yeah.
I know that I'm
And
gonna
there's
get some really cool effects. I'm pretty sure that these scarecrows are gonna look pretty fucking dope.
Mhm.
So I knew
And
that I
that's
was
the
in good
big drawing
hands
factor, man, is
for
like
sure.
and the extras with him like talking about like making the scarecrows was really cool. And again, that like I said, that was the
Did you
big
watch
selling.
those?
Yeah, yeah, I did. There was extras with Norman Cabrera talking about the effects and like him just being 18 working on this, and it was kind of like a student film,
Right.
you
They
know?
said that had a big student film feel because
Yeah, and
I watched like 5 minutes of it.
mhm.
This was late for me last night, my
Yeah, yeah.
second viewing, so I didn't really like get to it. But was there like anything that he mentioned in the film that's like, or in the commentary that's like worth sharing?
Just that, a lot of uh like the people on set as far as like production wise, they were all like young, they were kids, so it felt like a student film. And like the director finding the barn house like that was all shot on location. They had to like reinforce the beam so it wouldn't collapse. And
Oh,
like while I do my one initial complaint for sure with the on location, even though I do appreciate the farmhouse, is that it's all shot in like Florida in the swamps, and they were getting
okay.
torn up by mosquitoes. I
Oh, I
wish
bet.
there were more cornfields.
Yeah, well, I agree with you. A couple of my gripes with the film is the setting and a bit of the atmosphere. I think
Hmm.
could have been a little bit better.
Yeah,
So
I
I
needed
agree
more
with you.
corn stalks. That's definitely a must in a scarecrow horror
Apparently,
flicks.
there was corn stalks down by the river or some shit. As far as like what Jack says in the film when he comes back to the farm and he's eating some corn.
Yeah,
I didn't see
I didn't see
those.
shit. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yep,
But
yep.
apparently they're there, Steven.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
but no, that's cool, man. I think though that the setting is supposed to be in San Diego or something, right? Isn't it supposed to be on the West Coast? I believe.
Yeah, I think so. I think they name drop like San Diego, which I don't think of
You
like
know what?
farmland with San Diego.
No, no, not at all. But honestly, they do say, hold on, we could fucking pinpoint this right now. I can pinpoint this for you right now exactly where it needs to be because they name drop the fort. Okay, so it's supposed to be South California, yeah. So they name drop Pendleton in this as being where the heist began,
Okay.
and Fort Pendleton is in Oceanside, California. So supposed to be in California, filmed in Florida. Okay, but you
Yeah.
definitely do get a Florida feel to it. Like it
Yeah,
kind of has the
yeah.
Florida feel.
Yeah, it does. Like when you start to pay attention to like the surroundings and like the swampiness, like you're like, "Oh, yeah, okay."
You can kind of like hear like those those bullfrogs, like
Mhm.
the swampy frog fucking what's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
can't think of the name of him, but you can hear it, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So all right, I'm kind of ready to start getting into it. We're kind of getting into it a little bit now. We can
Yeah.
have our discussion. I'll read the write up,
Yeah, read the
and then we
write-up
can get
and
into
then
this.
yeah.
So what I like about what's on the back of the shout is what some of these call outs are saying from these from the sites. Twitchfilms.com says that this is an imaginative, mean-spirited, and goofy, imperfect proportioned scarecrow, an intense and technically astute action horror hybrid. I think you're kind of reaching a little bit with some of that, but
I think the action part comes from the fact that it's like a mercenary unit,
right there,
with their
yeah.
with their guns and night
But they say
scopes.
astute, like, come on. It's goofy for sure, and it has some mean-spirited kills.
Yeah, yeah.
Frightening, incredible, bone-chilling, bathed in dark atmosphere. I kind of also think you're reaching a little bit there, but but I agree with some of that. Anyways, so I just wanted to shout those out. All right, man. So here's the write-up. Scarecrows, 1988. After a band of ex-military criminals pulls off a multi-million-dollar heist, they hop aboard a plane headed for Mexico. But when one of their own betrays them, they suddenly find themselves on the ground and on the run through a field of scarecrows near an abandoned farmhouse. And as night sets in, the real nightmare begins. The men discover that there's a reason the farmhouse is empty. And now those who thought they were the hunters are being hunted by an unimaginable and malevolent force.
At first, it seemed easy.
Hey, stop taking the money!
Take the money and drop from the sky. But they forgot that greed grips the mind like a vice, turning the simplest dreams to nightmares.
Coming to get you, Bert, you son of a bitch.
Now it's personal.
They landed in the field of a scarecrow.
Just some kind of superstitious things that are used to ward off evil spirits.
Where's that?
Fired at this thing, and it just kept coming. Bullets don't stop it.
What are you talking about?
Man! Like humans!
Somebody is trying to scare us out of here.
It's a deadly race in which the hunters and the hunted are destined to become victims. Beware of the scarecrow. Kill it or become it. Scarecrows, the stuff nightmares are made of.
Solid write-up. I also like on
Yeah.
the back too, this image here of the scarecrow. Like, that's cool, you know. I think that's like on one of the posters, if I'm not mistaken.
I think it might be on the
The reverse
flip
art,
side,
right?
the reverse art. Yeah, let's check.
Yeah. Yes, it
Yep.
is. Yep. Sure. Which, yeah. And
Yeah.
then also that other scarecrow holding the knife.
Right there.
Yeah. That's a great image.
Yeah, for sure.
And
I like
that's like the big selling point for me is the look of the scarecrows and effects. And yeah, just the imagery, you know? It's just all about the scarecrows are the stars.
it. Yeah, they are. So, the write-up pretty much sums it up entirely. So there's a group of ex-military. They rob Fort Pendleton of, I think they said that it was supposed to be some pay money or some shit like that was being delivered. I can't remember exactly like what
Something
it was,
like
but
that. But it was
yeah,
like $3.5 million
right.
to split amongst them. And they got a clean getaway. They were like, I think at one point Curry is just saying they were just dropping like flies to the military police.
Yeah, you don't see the heist,
No.
but you hear them talking about it, because there's no budget for a heist in this.
No.
I don't even know. Like, maybe the airplane footage, the exterior airplane footage was probably fucking stock footage. And
Had
they
to have
just
been.
Had to have been.
Absolutely.
It doesn't really match up too well,
Yeah.
but they do make it work.
They do.
But it had to be stock footage. So I don't
Yeah.
know if like the director was like, "Hey man, like I got like this really cool stock footage that I have the availability to use in a film. Let's just film a movie around this."
But the interior of the plane is impressive.
It is. And was that a set, do you know? Or
I
not a
don't
set?
know
Look, forget what I said. It was definitely the interior of an airplane. There's nobody building
Absolutely.
sets for
Yeah.
this.
No.
What am
way.
I
A lot of
thinking?
these, like, again, the director stumbled on the dilapidated farmhouse and was like, okay, this is where the most of the location is going to be, which is smart for a shoestring budget.
Right. Absolutely. So, yeah, our characters are Bert, right?
Yep, we got Bert, who
Corbin.
crosses. Corbin is the muscle. Curry is the main guy. His right-hand man, Jack. Roxanne. And then we've got our casualty hostages, which is Sarah and her dad, who owns the plane and can fly it.
And then there's a dog. And there's a little puppy. But Bert double crosses them very early on in the beginning and sets this all in motion. he had a pretty good plan that he was gonna, throw the money out of the airplane, and then he threw a grenade, and the plane was gonna explode behind him. He was gonna have a clean getaway, but it doesn't happen like that.
Nah. He's able to get the money. He's able to escape, but they throw the grenade out before. He also sets up like a timed smoke bomb for a distraction, and offers to like drag the money to where it ever needed.
I would have told him no, because like somebody else was already like doing it.
Yeah, Curry, the brains behind the operation, the leader, was like already handling, and Bert's like, "I'll take care of it," and Curry's like, "All right." And then they're like, "What are you doing?
No.
Why are you?" And then Bert's just staring at him like,
there's a timer going off, and then the smoke goes
Everything
off,
happens.
and then he throws.
And then Corbin,
It's a cool scene.
Corbin throws out the grenade, and I love the effect of the grenade explosion.
Yeah,
The
it was
visual.
just like some kind of like overlay that they put, of a shot that they've used continuously of the airplane flying around.
Yep.
And it was just like a spark and explosion, like overlay that they used of some sort.
Yep.
Yeah. Hey man, they did what they could with the budget.
Yeah.
So when Bert ends up jumping out of the airplane, it cuts after that, and then we see that he's stuck in the tree via his parachute. And a lot of the time in this film, I've noticed there's a lot of internal monologue going on.
Yes, especially with Bert, especially
right.
with him. And there's a lot of ADR.
Yes,
because they all wearing these like headsets that look like old school computer headsets where they could all talk to each other on. So there's a lot of trash talking of them against Bert because they know Bert could hear them. I guess that was put in a lot because there was a lot of lack of dialogue.
Oh, that's a smart.
Yeah, there was a lot of lack of dialogue. So they're like, we need to ADR the shit in.
Realistically, what are you going to do, right? Like, they're just, for one, Bert is looking for the money. When he comes to, he straps himself out of the thing and falls to the ground, and then he makes his way to the farmhouse that he sees when he's like parachuting in, and he's going around the farmhouse, and place is totally fucking empty. And inside the farmhouse, we see a photo of like these three farmers, and one of them is missing a hand. And on the way out, what was a fly swatter turns into a key for a farm truck that Bert ends up going and trying to find the money with, gets in it, starts driving away. But yeah, man, I mean, if they didn't put those additional dialogue in this, it would have been really fucking boring.
Yes, absolutely. I completely agree with that.
Whoever came up with that was like, okay, yeah.
And that was smart. And it made it kind of entertaining. I do like the trash talk.
Yeah, no, I do too. with Curry and Jack.
Oh, okay. We're going to get more into the bromance of Curry and Jack because it's so funny.
Yeah, they're best friends, dude. Yeah. They're boys.
Yeah. But yeah, so like, Bert he gets this truck and he's trying to drive to where the money is, and then the truck stops working. But before that, Nick, why don't you pull up that clip of Bert driving the truck? Because I just want to set the scene for everyone.
Sure. Here we go.
Hey, Bert, you dumb fuck. There's
the shit talking over the radio.
There we go. Runs over a Scarecrow, which fucked up, man.
I love the music in this.
Yes,
too.
I love the music. We get all the shots of the Scarecrows.
And you just know, like, you fucked up.
Yeah. They're all watching. That one almost looks like it's breathing.
They cut to that one a lot.
Yeah.
They cut to him a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and those three, you're like, huh. I mean, there's more than three, but, there's three. They go back to, like, the whole three crosses.
They're empty, yeah.
Yeah, they're
in
empty.
the field.
Yep. Which,
so
there's the picture of the three farmers, and they're called the Fowler family. They own this farm. And so after Bert hits that Scarecrow and we get that shot that we just went over, the truck starts to die. And Bert's like, what the fuck? So he goes to pop the hood. There's nothing under the hood.
No engine.
No engine. How is this truck operating?
He's like, this is fucking weird. He's like, this doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
With his internal
Internal
monologue.
dialogue.
Yeah, the internal dialogue. Yep.
Yeah. And then, Jack and Curry finally, they're the first to jump, and they land, and they're on pursuit for Bert, and they're trying to like intimidate him with their trash talk, and like, we're moving in on you, Bert.
And his head's already a little fucked up too from, not only just like jumping out of the airplane and all that, but now just like this really unexplainable thing that just like happened to him. And I kind of also feel like the Scarecrows mimic.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yes.
Don't
they start
it's kind of gray though,
No.
You
They
don't
do.
know. It's like a
At
gray
first,
area.
it's a little gray, but then
Right.
it starts to become more apparent that they're mimicking other people to lure their victims in. And Bert is the first one because they start to lure in Bert by pretending to be Jack and Curry, and like,
And that
we
they're
got
like
you in our
closing in
sights.
on
Yep.
him. Yeah. And Bert starts shooting his gun around, which is bringing Curry and Jack to where they need to be because they're following the gunfire now.
Yeah.
They're also fucking with him over the radio.
Yeah, they
But
are.
then
So
there's also like this amplified fuckery going on with the Scarecrows surrounding him. So you kind of like don't know really who's who or who's or what, but it makes for like a really good scene.
yeah.
And leading up to like Bert's death.
Yeah, because eventually, like, Bert starts firing at like the Scarecrows and just in general, and Jack and Curry are like, "What the fuck is he firing at?" And at one point, like, Bert's like, "Here, you want the money? Have it, have it. I don't want it. I'm not running. I don't want it." And then he goes up to one of the Scarecrows, and that's where we get our first kill.
Well, you want the money? Well,
What are you waiting for, huh?
Yeah.
so let's make a deal.
Nice. I love the way these Scarecrows look,
Yeah, I do too.
and the other one's just watching. Yeah, there we go with the mimic
Words
trash
of
talking.
wisdom
It's
from a
great,
dying
man.
man. I like that. But yeah, so that's Bert's death. That's the first death in the film. And just gets stabbed in the stomach by one of the Scarecrows.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So then Jack and Curry, they kind of like show up, and everyone rendezvous. So like Corbin and Roxanne, they were in the plane still. Corbin's using his night sight rifle with the exploding shells, which they make sure to remind Corbin, or not make sure they remind Bert that like Corbin's got these exploding shells.
Yeah.
But they land the plane, and Roxanne tells like the dad to stay there, but don't fucking try anything because we're taking your daughter as hostage if you do. And that's where everyone meets at the farmhouse, and they start like looking over the farmhouse and realizing like, okay, it's owned by these three farmers, which Jack again sees the three crosses that are empty.
And he's
And
like
it's
the dimwit, and he kind of puts it together too.
Yeah, he's like,
that
what's this
those
about?
three crosses are kind of representation of three Fowler, I don't know
Yeah.
if they're brothers and like
I
dad and two
think
boys. That's how I see it.
Yeah. But then like they also go into the one room, and there's like this weird altar of like a ceremony or something. Like you could tell like this Fowler family was like into the occult and practicing like something dark, and they're like, what the fuck is that about? But it all comes down to like, where the fuck is Bert? Where's the money? So they want to go pursue now that everyone's there pretty much. So Roxanne stays back with Sarah. Corbin, Jack, and Curry go out looking for the money. And that's where they stumble upon Bert's parachute in the tree. And Jack's just like, yo, these Scarecrows are fucking creeping me out. And Curry's like, yeah, they're creeping me out too, but stop fucking talking about them. And then when they find the parachute, they think like first they find the money thing. And it's not there, like the big case.
Yeah.
It's not there. But then they find the parachute hanging, and they're like, oh, it's got to be up in that bag. sends Jack up to cut it down, and fucking Jack does, and out comes these guts splattered all over Curry, and Curry's reaction is so good. It's so good. He's pissed, rightfully so.
Well, I mean, yeah, dude, totally doused with blood and guts.
Yeah.
I would be too.
Yeah, they're like, this is fucking ridiculous. So they all go back to the house so Curry could get cleaned up. And that's where we see Bert
comes back.
Yeah. Which we know he's dead. We know Bert's been
right.
fucking
You know
gutted.
something's not right. They don't. So when he shows back up, they give him a proper beating, or Corbin does.
Especially Corbin, because he's the muscle.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he's got the cigar, bald head, you know.
Big Jack dude. He was actually Jim Vernon, I think his name was. He was a producer.
Oh, was he?
This. Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
A little bit.
I think. Hold on. Let me look. Oh, no, it doesn't say. Jim Vernon was involved in something with this, though, besides acting. It doesn't say it on the credits, because there's an interview with him as well. Where
you're talking about Ted Vernon?
Or Ted Vernon. I don't. Yeah.
It literally just popped out on the back here when I was looking at it.
Yeah. Not Tim.
Had an interview with him.
Yeah, Ted Vernon. So he plays Corbin.
He's the executive producer.
Okay, there we go. The
words are just jumping out at me on the back here. Hey, man, I mean, look, you got no money, you're going to act in it.
Yeah.
He did a good job, though. I do like all the actors in it, even though it's like you don't necessarily like them as characters because they're scumbags, thieves.
Yo,
so you don't really give
Michael
a fuck
Sims
when they
as
die.
Curry. Michael Sims as Curry.
He's
amazing.
Great. Yeah.
Amazing. Jack, hilarious. He is the perfect dimwit.
Yeah, he's a dimwit.
And Corbin,
yeah.
You know, he's the badass muscle, but he's got a good heart.
He does.
Like, he's very protective of Sarah. You know?
I feel like he's got a little thing for her.
I mean, she's a beautiful woman. I get it.
She's a beautiful woman. She's a pretty woman. Yeah. So I definitely feel like he's got a little bit of a soft spot for her. So you'll see that later on. But you know, when Bert comes back, like I said, he gets a beating. Corbin beats the shit out of him, and it doesn't even seem to really faze Bert, which is concerning to them. So they're just kind of like, yeah, this ain't right. You know, you kind of like beat the shit out of him, and then Curry is just like really stewing in it. So he grabs Bert, and he's like, "Where's the fucking money?" And then we have a great scene here. So should we talk about the scene, or should I roll the clip?
Roll the clip, and we'll talk about it as it goes.
Rips it, thinking he's got it under his suit. Can't you take it?
Yeah.
And we find out that he's been slit down the middle
and stuffed with hay and the dollar bills.
Hay and money.
Yep. And they start unloading on him. And he keeps getting up. This is great.
Yeah.
Corbin's
That's
got
a good
this
decapitated
big
head.
Fucking giant machete. Takes off the head, the hand. It's good. It's good effects, man. Norman Cabrera, yo.
It's a good reveal, too.
Yeah. It's like, yo, the fuck?
I like that they stuffed him with the money.
Mm-hmm. It's great. It's
yeah, it's
like
great.
the Scarecrows, they're funny. They're like, oh, this is what they're after. Okay, I got it.
So they're fucking with him a little bit. So now they know that something's like super weird. And then I have this clip here.
Fuck, he's light as a feather. Cut him open, Corbin.
So Corbin cuts him open, and this is like the true reveal that he's filled with the money.
Yeah. Norman Cabrera said this took a lot of time to build this body.
I bet. Oh, just the sound too.
Yeah, I love it.
So light.
No wonder he's so
There's
light.
nothing in him except strong. Bingo.
The money.
And what's crazy is they think he ate it. Oh yeah, by the way, the girl's name is Kelly. I called her Sarah on accident. It's Kelly.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So Roxanne says he ate the money, and there's no fucking way.
Yeah. Jack's like, bullshit.
Yeah. So when all this is happening, the whole crew is like very distracted. Kelly runs away. She makes a run for it to try to go back to the airplane. So when Kelly runs away, we have a really cool scene of her running through the field. But ultimately, we find that her father has been killed.
Yep, she keeps
And
hearing her dad.
We hear her dad, yeah.
Yep. She
And
finds
he's
them all
strung up on
strung
one of the crosses, slit open as well.
Yeah.
That's a good look.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So, here, okay?
Mhm.
This would have been a really good point because if you're not watching, what happens is, Kelly in shock, looking at her dead father, a hand, we don't see who it is, puts his hand over her mouth and then they're out of frame and then we go back to the house, okay?
Yeah.
I think that could have been a really cool scene to maybe introduce another character and learn a little bit of lore about what is going on this farm. Don't you think?
Yeah, that's actually that's a good idea. That would have worked.
Because you find out that it's Corbin and he brings her back, and then Kelly's all pissed off because she thinks that one of them killed her father, which isn't true.
It would have been cool if it was like a neighbor in the distance who could see like the lights on and like the properties running. Because
learn a little bit, just a little bit of lore. And the thing that like comes to my head with that, it's a more modern movie in Barbarian. Don't you remember like towards the end of Barbarian when the homeless guy takes them to that one area and he's telling them about how she comes out at night and all this and everything, and it's just like a quick thing. Like he doesn't last long, so it's like he doesn't have to be like an important character, but just like a neighbor.
A neighbor. It could
I
have
heard
been
the
another
explosion.
good kill. Yeah, I heard some commotion, gunshots, and the lights are on in this property. The lights haven't been on in this property for years because we didn't mention, but like after Bert's kill, the property comes to life. Like the generator starts, the lights come on.
I kind of contributed that whole thing to happening once like all the blood started like dripping on the land.
Mm-hmm.
Did you notice that?
Yeah. Yep. It was given the land life because the land is cursed. It's a cursed land, and that would have been great to give lore. Like you guys are on cursed property. Like those Fowlers, they were funny folks, and they did a lot of weird shit. And there's something not right about this land.
You're kind of left to only assume that the Scarecrows that come alive, because there's 6 Scarecrows altogether. 3 are just always on the cross. And then the 3 that are kind of going about committing the kills, doing the kills and shit.
Which is definitely the Fowler family.
And it 100% is, because there's a mention, one of them mentioned after they had seen him, that he's missing a hand. And if you look at the photo, the father in the photo is missing his hand.
Yep.
So we have the father's death. We see that he's been cut open through the middle as well. We see Bert's dead. He was also cut. But then we have the best death in the film, I feel, which comes a little bit after that.
Yeah, and before we get to that death, just to circle back, when Corbin and Kelly show back up, they're like, look, someone did Kelly's dad in. So we're fucked right now because he's the one. Can she even fly this plane is the concern. The other concern is like the money, Bert coming back to life. They're like, what the fuck are we gonna do?
A lot of weird shit going on.
A lot of weird shit going on.
Yeah.
And Jack, he's kind of scoping shit out, and he catches something on his scope. He's looking at like the Scarecrows and the 3 crosses, and he catches one of the Fowler Scarecrows on his scope. And I do like that shot because he's like,
I do too.
We gotta get the fuck out of here.
And then they look out the window and then they see that all the money is like scattered throughout the whole farm. So it's like a trail of breadcrumbs now. So, as freaked out as they are, once they see that money, it gives them like that little bit of sliver of hope that they're going to get away with this.
Yeah. Because they're like, well, let's go collect the money. Yeah,
they're
absolutely.
Greedy.
Hey, man, $3.5 million in 1988. Like,
hey, look, also, not only that, the whole heist, everything that they did, like, you are so fucking deep into this. So it's like, hey,
Yeah. At one point, there's a chopper looking for them, And the dad hears it on the radio before he gets killed, and he's about to like call it in.
And then he remembers that they
Yeah.
have his daughter,
Also, he hears Kelly's voice because he's lured
which
in
draws
too.
him out.
Yep. Yeah.
So once they see the money, everybody goes out and goes their separate ways, and they're trying to grab as much as they can.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where a bunch of them end up getting picked off because they're all isolated now, and they're all alone. So Scarecrows draw them all out in different directions. So the next death is, like I said, the best death in my opinion.
Yes, same.
And that is Jack's death.
Yes.
He's a
Playing his
harmonica player.
Come in, Paco. Remember that
Playing
later.
his harmonica.
Paco. Yep. Yeah.
Playing his harmonica, picking up money, and then
Yeah, we got the saw.
he gets fucking punched in the face by a scarecrow, knocked out, and now the scarecrow's gonna
Saw off
turn
his
him
hand.
into a scarecrow.
Yep. But you're like, oh, why the hand? Why the hand? We know why.
To give it back to Pop.
Mm-hmm. The bag over the face. This is great.
That's
Yes.
a very mean-spirited kill.
Very mean-spirited. Great kill.
When he stabs him in the face with that fucking Bowie knife.
Yeah, so good.
Yeah.
Love it.
That's my favorite kill for
Same.
sure.
Same. It's just very mean-spirited. And then it's great because like Curry goes to the yelling and he sees he does see it. He sees that like one of the scarecrows is sewing on a hand and it's Jack's hand. And he starts firing at it. And it's not going down. And it comes at him with a cleaver. And that's where they all retreat back to the house. And Curry's starting to lose it. He's like, I kept firing at them and they wouldn't fucking go down. Like,
And then he kind of also has a point where he thinks that they might all be dead. That
Yeah.
maybe they didn't survive the heist initially. That all this weird shit started happening once they landed in the field and on the farm. So he's like having an emotional breakdown at this point.
yeah.
So, but fuck. We when does Roxanne die?
Okay, so before Roxanne dies, again, they're all grouped back at the house after Jack's death. Curry is losing his shit.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, give me Jack's gun. He refuses to acknowledge that Jack is dead, even though he says, hold on, I think I have the line in my notes. Oh yeah, when they're all back at the house and they're like, trying to figure out what they could do next, like Curry yells, guns don't work. I kept firing at the fucking thing and it kept coming at me. Guns don't work. Like, again, Michael Sims' performance as Curry, especially when he's losing it.
Yeah, there's another good quote in here early on where they're talking and they say like this place seems demonly demonic or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Some shit like that.
Or
like
this place is possessed, and Curry's like, the only thing that's going to be possessed is your face by the butt of my gun. Like, yo, Curry,
some good one-liners.
There's
too.
definitely some good one-liners for sure. So after like Curry has this breakdown and he thinks Jack is coming back, he pulls a gun on them and he said, you guys need to leave because I'm not going anywhere without Jack. Give me his gun. He's coming back, and then points the gun at them and tells them to get out. So Corbin, Kelly, Roxanne, they're like, all right, we're out of here. And they start making their way back towards the plane. And Roxanne, she starts seeing more of the money herself. But before that, we hear something coming up the stairs.
It's cool because after they leave, we get a nice exterior shot of the house from the night vision.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the breathing.
Yep.
Hey, Jack, that you? Huh?
Hey, Paco.
Hey. Look at this.
That's creepy.
It's so good, man. It's so good. Hey, Paco, it's me. I love it. Then Bert's body comes back. Dude, Jack as a Scarecrow looks so good. The teeth and everything with the night vision goggles that he's wearing.
How are we gonna live in Mexico if we're dead?
I love, dude. That is one of my favorite scenes. Just the reveal of Jack as the Scarecrow too.
I think Jack getting killed is mine,
Yeah.
but definitely the Jack reveal is good too. But there's a clip at the end that I like more because it's a good reveal. It's a bit of a good jump scare. So prior to this, once Roxanne is on her own and she's looking for the money, she gets it.
Yeah.
So this is Roxanne's death. She's picking up the money.
Greedy, greedy, greedy.
Greedy, greedy, man.
Yep.
And then, yep.
Oh,
Scarecrow.
pitchfork through the hands. It's great. Good use of the farm tool. Oh. Not only pulled out, also the snake eyes, because she rolled snake eyes in the house.
Like 2 times, yeah. And she was like, this is weird.
And the blood on the dice is a nice touch because of her rolling the, like you said, the 2 snake eyes.
I guess 2 snake eyes in a row is not that likely.
Yeah. No good. No good. That the signs are all there.
So this is like the signs are all there that this place is fucking weird. So we're reaching like the end of the film now and everything's kind of getting a little bit more intense. So we had Roxanne's death, we had Jack's death, we had Curry's death, which was probably the best death in this besides Jack's. And then we have Corbin and Kelly running back towards the airplane. And this is really good too, because she gets under the gate or the fence, and then Corbin gets stuck as you'd expect.
Yeah. Oh,
and a nice sickle to the fucking through the leg.
Again, the farm tools, man.
So she could have fucking gotten away.
Yeah.
You know, but she also saw that Corbin had a heart for her and saved her a couple times, so she decides that she's gonna go back. They're fucking going at him too with these sickles, though, man.
Yeah. Could you imagine the back of the calf too, man? Such a sensitive area. Like, you ever get a Charlie horse back? Oh, that's great. She uses Corbin's gun, I think, with the exploding rounds.
Exploding shells.
Yep.
And Kelly takes them all out.
Okay, so
that's
again,
2 of the 3 because that's 2 of the 3 Scarecrows because there's already one that was taken out earlier on. I forgot who takes him out. I think it's Curry, right?
I think
he takes
so.
one of them out. Yeah. And then Kelly takes out the fucking 2 remaining ones.
But just to put in like your head about like Corbin's pain again, getting a Charlie horse in the back of your calf, horrible.
Yeah, they're the worst.
Getting a sickle to the back of your calf multiple times, holy fuck.
It's even worse.
Yeah.
Just a sickle anywhere on your body.
Anywhere. But definitely the back of the calf. Oh my gosh, man. Cringe.
So Kelly and Corbin get away. Kelly is able to fly the airplane and everything seems like it's going according to the plan now.
Yep.
Yeah, they're going to make it. You think they're going to make it. And then this is probably my favorite shot in the film is this.
Yeah.
It's a really good reveal and it's a really good jump scare. So we got Corbin in the darkness, and he lights his cigar.
Yep.
And
boom.
it's Kelly's fucking father behind him, stabs him.
I could have done with without the scream. But that is a great
Kelly's
reveal.
got a really bad scream at the end, too. You'll see. I love the blood dripping from the fucking knife, too. You see that? So he's, like, walking towards her as she's, like, flying the airplane, and so this is going to be our ending. You got to hear the way that she screams, though. It's terrible. His look is very good. They did good
Yeah.
effects on him.
Yep. Yeah, very creepy.
Definitely looks undead.
Yes. Oof.
Stabs her through the wrist.
Ow, dude. Through the wrist, man. Yeah, Corbin's got the fucking grenade. Sacrifices.
Stuffs him with it.
Yep.
All right, hold on. Let me. I think you hear her screaming. Poor puppy. Yeah, this.
Yeah.
This. It's like a little shriek, and the dog's eating the fucking the remains.
Oh man.
And so then that's Scarecrows, right?
Yeah.
So that's how Scarecrows ends. It ends actually with a radio voiceover of the plan landing, Kelly being in shock, the dog, I guess, being a fucking zombie dog or something, being like super aggressive, and they had to like take it out was one of the things that they said, right?
Yeah.
Something or other. I think though that this, like, imagine this could have ended two different ways. Imagine it ended with the plane crashing.
Mm-hmm.
And then there could have been like a cool voiceover about like how the airplane was found and it was believed to be the airplane in the heist. Pretty much making all of this for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
That could have been cool. Or the grenade exploding the rear of the airplane and then the airplane ultimately crashing. Ultimately, I think this airplane should have crashed.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know? That could have been cool. The side of a mountain, whatever, and then, you know, just
it's already
shot.
on a downer ending, so it's
It
just
is,
like,
but it could have been way more down.
yeah.
Way more of a downer. So I don't necessarily love the way that it ends because you don't even see her landing the plane. You just hear the
No.
voiceover.
And I would have
And it's-
liked the shot of the Scarecrows back on their post and the property one last time, and then credits.
But they were dead.
Oh, you're right. Well,
But
yes,
then again,
they
dude,
were,
this
but
is
what about the ones-
supernatural. This is supernatural film.
The other ones back on the post.
Maybe they could have brought him back to life. Maybe they could have used whatever remains of the other victims on the farm to replace like their missing limbs, things like that. Like,
Yeah.
this is a supernatural film.
Yeah.
Like, I agree with you. We should have seen those fucking Scarecrows back on their post.
Yeah.
Had she not
Or,
taken them
like,
out.
even the ones that didn't really come to life, but just a hint that, like, hey, this property's still cursed.
Yeah.
The Fowler farmers might be dead, but the property's still cursed, and maybe they could transfer themselves into the remaining Scarecrows. Like, maybe you get a shot of that one breathing, kind of looking, the one that we
Right.
always see, you know?
Yeah, yeah. I agree. I feel like there could have been a better way to end this film than the way that it ended.
I
With
could
just
agree
a-
with that. Yeah.
With just a voiceover.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I
But
could
then
agree
again,
there.
there's no budget. But even as little as a shot, like you were saying, you know, you could have just, because an airplane crashing, you know, smoke bellowing from the side of a mountain. I don't know. You could have did it. You could have did it. You could have did it either way. Me and you could have had both of our endings.
Yeah.
The plane could have crashed it, and
then we get a
Corbin-
shot of the property and the Scarecrows.
then we get a shot at the property at the end.
Yeah.
And then instead of, you know, maybe the lights going out after Curry's death, because do you remember that? After Curry's the last one to die on the property,
Yep.
the everything
Yeah. Turns off. Yeah.
So this could have ended a little bit differently, but I will say I do enjoy Scarecrows. So
Yeah.
this was a good pick, Steve.
It's a fun supernatural slasher. Like, who doesn't love a killer Scarecrow? You know, they're
I like
fun
'em.
subgenre.
They're
horror.
cool.
Yeah.
I got to get more into them.
Yeah. You do.
I got to watch
man.
Dark Knight of the Scarecrow tonight.
Yes,
I
that
should have the
one.
time.
Night of the Scarecrow, also from 1995, is a pretty solid one that I as a kid got confused with Scarecrows. So I went because I didn't know that Night of the Scarecrow, like I'd forgotten the title, but I saw like an evil Scarecrow.
Yeah.
So that's how I rented Scarecrows from my local video store when I moved up here. And I was like, this is not the same movie, but I'm kind of entertained. And even more so now that the Bad
It was
Taste
an
homies
accidental watch. Yeah.
revisited it.
It,
It's
it
just
turned into
ridiculous.
something that you liked.
Yeah, it's just absolute ridiculousness. But there's a lot of good. Like I have one that I got from Saturn's Core. It's called Gut Pile, and it's supposed to be pretty gory. That's a Scarecrow horror. I got another one in my Intervision DVD. It's a shot on video Scarecrow movie. I got a couple, man. I get there's some good ones out there.
Yeah, maybe
this
today
being
I'll
one of
take
them.
the day and I'll just to kind of like end Scarecrows with watching a little bit more Scarecrow. Dark Knight of the Scarecrow for sure I'm going to watch.
Yes, you got to
tonight.
finish that. So yeah, Nick, that's Scarecrows. I'm happy we could talk about it. So why don't we get into our final thoughts and ratings before closing out this episode?
Sounds good, man. Do you want to go first? Or you want me to go first?
How about you go first?
All right. So my final thoughts on Scarecrows is overall I thought it was a pretty good movie. It took me a second time around to truly appreciate it, but I think the characters are fun. I think the idea is good. It's decently executed for what they had with the budget. I think that they did a good job with what they had. Norman Cabrera is definitely the selling point of this film for me.
Absolutely. Same.
I love the way that the Scarecrows look. I like the way that the kills are. They're pretty mean-spirited, and I appreciate that. I like the music. I definitely think that we could have gotten a little bit better atmosphere, like some low sitting fog would have been nice. Some,
More
maybe
corn
some
stalks.
pumpkins, corn
Yeah,
stalks.
Yeah.
You know, that could
absolutely.
have been cool. I kind of feel like we're just kind of like thrown into a random farm field that just so happened to be cursed land.
Give me some hay bales. Make it feel a little bit more
Shit
fall
like that. Yeah. Just work on the atmosphere a little bit more, work on the fucking setting a little bit more. That could have definitely, brought it up a little bit. I think it could have ended differently. I don't really love the way that this ends with just the voiceover from the radio that everything was landed safely, and they don't make any mention of the money and shit, but I don't know. I didn't necessarily love it, but overall a pretty solid flick. I would recommend it. It's going to stay in the collection. I think that that's all that I want to say about that, but as far as my rating goes, I'm going to give it a middle of the road, man. A 5 out of 10.
Okay.
It's going to be middle of the road for me.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, this one, I've seen the cover numerous times at video stores. I've always wanted to like check it out. So when I finally did pick up that Shout Factory copy, I was excited. Initially, I enjoyed the watch the first time. I won't lie, there is like a good 22, 23 minutes where it's kind of slow. But then it picks back up. For me, the main selling point is Norman Cabrera's Scarecrow effects, the way the Scarecrows
100%.
look.
Yep.
How mean-spirited the kills are. The score is pretty good. And,
I like the score, man.
And the characters. I mean, Curry and Jack's bromance is so funny. Corbin, he's a very likable guy.
He is.
I have fun with these characters. I love the trash talk over the headset. It's by no means a perfect movie. It's definitely got its flaws. I agree. The ending could definitely be better. We just kind of made a better ending for it.
Yeah. I love when we can do that though,
Yeah, for sure. But overall, I do enjoy this one. I find myself revisiting this every like September because it's that good like coming into fall Halloween season watch,
Yeah. Which we said that earlier on that this feels like a good, introduction into October. So
yeah. It definitely could have used again more fall atmosphere with I understand they shot in Florida, but if they could have got some corn stalks thrown in there, some hay bales, some pumpkins, just to give it that more like fall farm feel. I think that would have helped the atmosphere, and the
I
setting.
agree.
But I understand that these were young kids working on this film, and a shoestring budget, and for what we got, it's a pretty solid one. My rating for this is going to be a 7 out of 10.
Wow. Okay.
I do enjoy it.
Okay.
It's got its flaws, but I do enjoy it.
Certainly has its flaws. Yeah, very middle of the road for me. Quick question.
What's
Do
up?
you think that this movie would be good for, a good contender for a remake?
Yeah, done with the right
Or do you think that like it's got enough of a cult following where people would be like, "Oh shit, like this is a Scarecrows remake. This isn't just a Tubi Scarecrow exclusive." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't think
I
as for a theatrical remake, I don't think it has that big of an audience, but a Shudder, straight to Shudder,
exclusive, right?
absolutely.
Solid.
Get
see
a
that.
get a good like director who's
Done
done some good Shudder flicks, and
this movie stands out above the rest, most of all because of the Shout Factory release.
Yeah.
Okay. So for Shout to make this, a contender for a release, not a contender for a release, but to consider this as a release,
yeah.
I think that if there was an announcement, hey, Scarecrows 1988 is getting a remake, I think people would be like, oh shit, I remember that movie.
Yeah.
That could be cool.
Yeah.
Because you don't want it to get like lost with all the other Scarecrow flicks, man.
No.
It could get like a real low budget B horror movie feel and feel like just like a whatever Tubi thing.
Yeah. Yeah, which those Tubi movies, oof.
Right.
Oh my God.
Tubi is great because they have
Great
some
library.
of the best fucking movies. Yeah.
Yeah.
The best library of streaming right now, for sure.
However, the Tubi originals,
but you got the originals, which are questionable.
Very questionable.
So
but all love to Tubi.
You know what, man? I think I'm gonna think about a remake for this, and then
I'd be curious to read.
I'll just
a
I'll
treatment
just talk
from
to
you
you
on
about
it.
it.
A remake. Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a treatment. I find that fun. We
Yeah.
did it on.
I definitely think it would
on Friday
make
the 13th
for a good remake. You get like good practical effects.
We'll bring Norman Cabrera back.
Yeah,
for sure.
bring him
because
back.
He's
Set
top of
it
the line now.
Make it take place in the fall. Give us the cornstalk. Give us the hay bales, the pumpkins. Fuck it. Make it a fucking another heist. You got to get good with good comedic timing.
But the heist isn't super believable to me.
Okay.
A heist isn't super believable. I mean, it could work, but not on a military base.
No.
Maybe they rob a fucking armored truck, and then they have like this grand plan with like this down on his luck dad and his daughter that are trying to make some money, and he's a pilot, and then they kind of get into this really bad situation with these bad people, and that could kind of be like how it goes. So we could figure this out, Steven.
Let's get this funded.
Let's write it. Let's write that shit.
Let's write it. Let's get it funded. I mean,
let's do it. We can make it happen. I think we can make a really fucking good one. But before we wrap, man, I got a couple of things new in the collection I want to share, if that's cool.
Yeah, absolutely. I did too.
So, I got this from the archive, and I am going to share it because it's one of the best scores that Danny Elfman has done, and it is for Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah, we got that too.
Yep. Mine's sealed, but that is on my watch list.
Same.
Sleepy Hollow.
Same. Especially since we're after we get married, we're gonna take a weekend to go to Sleepy Hollow in October.
I got this motherfucking thing, dude. Holy shit. This is the new Slipknot. I think it's the 25-year anniversary box set.
Nice.
Vinyl set. It's got like 7 vinyls in it, dude. But it's so cool because you have not only Slipknot's self-titled in this, but you have demos and alternate mixes. You have Indigo Ranch mixes. You have 2 vinyls for that, 3 vinyls for that, and then you have 2 live records from like 99 and 2000.
Nice.
And I thought that this was going to be different, but the vinyl itself is really cool because it's like
Blood filled. Yeah.
it's not filled,
But-
like it's there.
Yeah.
So
Hey man,
Yeah.
those blood filled records, you got to be careful with. Kristen has said like in the past, like with some Friday the 13th releases, where like they got broke and leaked out. You know.
well, what I found out was that there was only 100 copies like that
Mm-hmm.
that they made, and the rest were just like that. Then my final thing, I did not share on a previous episode. I had gotten this over the summer.
Oh my gosh! Look at that
That
beautiful
is
thing.
my Halloween 3 original pressing
So
vinyl.
fucking dope.
Yeah, so I am very excited for this. John Carpenter, Alan Howarth.
Yes.
But that's all that I have.
Yeah. For
about
me,
you?
I got on that Barnes and Noble's Arrow video sale. Picked up a couple of titles that I wanted in the collection. The first one is from American Horror Project Volume 2. And the only reason I got it was because of this film at the bottom, The Child from 1977. It is a pretty solid 70s Halloween horror, somewhat like ghoul, supernatural, evil child flick. Like where she like communicates with like these like ghoul/zombies, and it takes place around Halloween time and on Halloween. So it was one that I had seen a trailer for on a Living Dead DVD pack that I had from years ago. I got at Media Play. And it was just hard to get the DVD from Something Weird Video. It was long out of print. And then it got put on this. And I held off for a while because I just didn't want to pay the $50 just for this movie, because I don't know much about the other films, which is Dream No Evil and Dark August. But maybe I'll check them out at some other point. But The Child is 100% on the Halloween season watch list this year. I also got Larry Cohen's The Stuff, filmed right by me, right in the same town where my mom and stepdad live. So
Yeah, I
it's
know
pretty
you've been
cool.
wanting that.
Yeah. And then I got Stallone Cobra 4K UHD, starring Brian Thompson. We know him as Shao Kahn from Mortal Kombat 2 movie. I mean, the dude is notorious for playing a bad guy. And this is like the best. Like he's like this crazy gang terrorist leader against Stallone. Like it's badass, man. 80s badass action.
I've never seen it.
Yeah, it's a fun one, dude. Stallone eats pizza with scissors, which is very weird.
Interesting.
Yeah. He like folds it and starts cutting it with scissors and eating it. So weird. But this is a fun one, man. And I just wanted to have those in my collection because I got them for like 50% off, you know?
Yeah, that was a good sale. That's all you
Yeah.
got?
That's all I got.
Nice, man. So besides that, you had mentioned, an October watch list. I'm sure you have yours.
Sure, yeah.
I'm
so,
still working on mine.
I mean, you could rattle off some that you'd think you'd have in the top of your head. I'll go with mine.
I got it right here.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So did you want to name some first?
Yeah,
or?
So
Yeah.
Sleepy Hollow for sure.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna
that's on ours.
revisit. I'm gonna revisit Evil Dead Rise because I haven't seen
Okay.
that in a minute. Clive Barker's Lord of Illusions. I've never seen. I want to check that out. Slumber Party Massacre 1 and 2. I've never seen, but I've been dying to see those two.
2
Want
is
to check
fun.
those out. Curtains. I've seen the others. I just haven't watched that in a long time. I have The Changeling. I've never seen either. I want to watch that. And then just Haunt for sure is
Yeah,
always
Haunt's
on my
great.
list.
I gotta get a
wanna
copy of that.
I want to revisit Sinister.
Okay.
And when me, you, and Kristen are together next week, we're going to check out, I'm going to show you Hellfest.
Yeah. No, I'm down to sit down and watch that.
So that's all I have so far.
Yeah.
I'm going to definitely add more and try
Yeah.
to like double up on the weekends and shit.
Yeah.
But I can't stick to a list like you can.
No, yeah. I curate a list every year.
I'm gonna
I don't
piggyback
watch-
off it just so you know.
That's fine, brother. That's what it's there for, honestly,
Yeah.
to give other people recommendations. Every year I try to watch 31 horror films. Do I do a film every day? No. Sometimes I'm working double. Sometimes things happen. So I'll triple up on the weekend and I'll get a couple of weeknight watches in.
Nice.
But on my list I have Night of the Demons, 1988. Spookies.
Love Spookies.
Hell yeah, which is shot not far from us.
Westchester.
Yep. VHS Halloween. I do like that these get released around Halloween time.
That's
the
a-
VHS
that's a new one?
series. Yeah, that's the newest one. Last
I'll
year
be
was
checking that
VHS
out.
Beyond, which was
Okay.
not bad and had that single at the end by Holy Blade, Beyond,
Okay.
I think. And I've got Sleepy Hollow. The Hollow from 2004, since I picked myself up a DVD copy. Night of the Living Dead 1990 with that new release that we're getting.
Is that the Tom Savini one?
Yeah.
Cool.
I've got Trick or Treat, so I could finally open that Synapse film box set, which I'm wearing our Trick or Treat shirt
Yeah.
for the episode since it's
I'm
our
wearing
October
Trick.
episode.
Oh, this wasn't planned, but I'm wearing Trick or Treat.
Oh,
with
nice.
Sam.
Hell yeah. Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. Kristen has the 4K UHD Arrow video. So, you got to get in some Elvira. She was
I'm gonna
notorious.
put her on because I've never seen any Elvira shit.
I've got Trick or Treat, which, fucking what you're wearing right now. The Barn 1 and 2. Love those movies. I can't wait for part 3. The WNUF Halloween special and the sequel, the Halloween Mega Tape, because I just got the box set for the Halloween Mega Tape sequel last year, but it had come out after October. So that'll be in rotation this year again. Another film from the same director of WNUF and the Halloween Mega Tape is What Happens Next Will Scare You, which is a Halloween anthology. Cemetery of Terror, which is a great Mexican horror film that has like Fulci-like vibes and it takes place on Halloween. Gut Pile that I mentioned before. And then the first weekend of October at the Rosendale Theater, Kristen and I are going to a double screening of Children Shouldn't Play with Dead Things, Bob Clark, with the original Night of the Living Dead.
That's a really good double feature.
Hell yeah. So I'm very excited for that. That is the first Saturday in October that we're going to go to. I've got Satan's Little Helper. We've covered that in the past. So if you want to check that out, go through our previous episodes. That was a fun one to talk about. Hayride Slaughter. Flesh Eater. Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. The Child, which I'd mentioned before.
Mhm.
Kingdom of the Vampire. And Jacko.
I think I have Jacko.
Yeah, that's
a Scream Team flick, right? Is
no.
it? No, no. I'm thinking of another one.
You're thinking of the Pumpkin Man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I know
Jacko was it was an early 90s straight to VHS, really low budget jack-o'-lantern scarecrow monster type flick, but the director Fred Olen Ray had like produced it.
Yeah.
He is not the director on the film, but he's a director of like a bunch of other horror films from like the 80s and 90s and shit. And that one's just it's bad, but so bad it's good and has good Halloween atmosphere. And I want to watch it with the commentary track because the director and Fred Olen Ray start arguing with each other about it. And the dudes at Movie Dumpster, they did an episode on this. They did a great episode. So if you want to hear more about Jacko, check out their episode.
I'm gonna check that out. That's
But yeah, they start talking about the commentary track, and I've never listened to it. I've heard about like how the director and Fred Olen Ray get into it, but I heard it's the way they made it sound. It just sounds fucking hilarious. So I can't wait to watch it this year with the commentary track. And my copy, it was at the time was a limited release, and it's signed by Linnea Quigley because she's in it too for a little bit.
Cool.
And then also honorary mention is another anthology straight to VHS movie called The Basement. I normally watch it every year. It's not on my list, but I'm going to try to squeeze it in before October. And that's got a great Halloween section of like almost like a Ghost of Christmas Past, but it's like the Halloween Ghoul of Halloween Past, where it's like comes to this guy who's lost his wife and he hates Halloween, and he's like comes to punish this person for being horrible to kids and shit. It's just, and the monster looks great. It kind of looks like Fluffy from Creepshow. It's
Okay.
a really good Halloween segment. So like I want to squeeze that in since Chris and I will have a couple of days off for our wedding, which is at the end of September. So that'll be like the perfect lead into all of my other movies.
Again, you got a cool list, man.
Yeah, I start
gonna have
working on
to-
it in August.
Yeah,
I start,
you're
and
gonna
then
have
like,
to send me that.
yeah, you got it, brother. But yeah,
one last thing, Hell House, the new Hell House.
yes.
I'm gonna
Oh,
check that out.
oh
for sure.
shit. That's actually, how is that not on my list?
Yeah,
Did I
Lineage,
gloss
right?
that over? Yes. Hold on. I'm looking back. Wow, I missed it. Okay, so I'm adding one more, Hell House Lineage, because I need
Here
to
you
see
go.
what's up, because I got that beautiful box set from Umbrella Entertainment I had gotten for myself at the beginning of the year. And I don't know if I'll have time to revisit them. I know we covered Hell House last year, so you can refer to that episode. And also, by the time this drops, you will have seen our amazing licensed
Officially
House
licensed Hell House
LLC
merch drop.
Absolutely. So we hope you all enjoyed that and got in on that, because those designs are great. We are super excited to have an officially licensed merch drop for a series of movies that we really love.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, we love the films, so it was nice that we were able to make that happen.
Yeah.
So then we're gonna definitely be doing more of them. So
Yeah, whatever we can, if we can get it worked out, we'll try to do more, officially licensed merch drops. But we will definitely in the future be covering like more of the Hell House series, because
Absolutely.
we do like, I love 1 through 4. I think 3 is like the weakest out of them, but like, the first 2 are great. 4 is awesome. Like the just diving more into like the clowns,
Carmichael
and
Manor.
yeah, and Carmichael Manor. Yeah, it's just like, it's great, and I love that box set. And every time I look at it, I'm like, fuck, I wish I had time to go through all of them again. We'll see.
Yeah, maybe. So, Steven, I've said a million times, this has been fun. I'm looking forward to going into the Halloween season. I'm looking forward to coming up and spending time with you. I'm
Hell
sure
yeah.
by the time this episode drops, you're going to be a married man,
Yes,
which
I
is
will.
amazing.
So
I
happy.
can't wait to share that with you guys.
It's gonna be
So
amazing.
it is. So good things ahead.
Yes,
But I think it's time for you to take us out, brother.
for sure, brother. It is the best time of the year. October is here. The Halloween season is here. Fall is here. And I will be a married man by the time this episode drops. We hope that everyone has a great Halloween season and a great Halloween. Enjoy this. I mean, all us horror fans, this is our time of the year. We go hard. Enjoy it. Live it up. Get nostalgic, because, with the whole trunk or treat things, all that stuff, like the spirit of Halloween needs to be rejuvenized to back where, at a time where we remember it being fun. And
true.
yeah, with that being said, the best way you could support Dead With My Friends podcast is going to our website at www.deadwithmyfriendspodcast.com, where you could see our latest episodes, merch drops, previous episodes and previous merch drops, newsletters, etc. Be sure to subscribe to us on YouTube. We are on Instagram at Dead With My Friends Podcast. Yeah, this has been great, Nick. To the Halloween season and to the rest of what we have planned for 2025. With that being said, I am Steve.
And I'm Nick.
And we'll see you in the next dimension.
Peace.